Hey everybody, I wanted to create a quick tutorial teaching you how to use iNaturalist, or at least refreshing your memory if you've already used it before. The first thing you're going to want to do if you have used it is make sure that you have the app downloaded on your smart device. And if you do, great, open it up and you can go out in your yard and start taking pictures of some of the plant species so we can see if they're in fact native or non-native, invasive or non-invasive. Um, Beyond that, if you don't already have it downloaded, ask your parents' permission before doing so, but it is available for both Android and iOS devices. Let's get on to it. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my account. And you're welcome to use our school account. I'll include that information in the assignment, or you can create your own, which is really easy to do. I happen to have our school account loaded right on the device here, so it's going to take us right into our page. There is so much information that this site offers you about where your plant grows, what seasons it grows in, where it can be found, whether or not it's native, non-native, invasive, non-invasive. Basically, invasive plants are stealing the energy of where native plants would typically be absorbing that sun. So I click on the image of the picture that you want to identify, and it's going to bring up a page. It's going to bring up some suggestions with a couple of little clicks of your mouse. You're going to be able to get the program to suggest to you what it thinks this plant might actually be. So there's our picture, and down below, this is how it's done. So you have the comment and suggest identification. Click on suggest identification, and then in the space where it says species name, well, I don't know what the name is. Click in that space, and up will pop the suggestions. And the very first one is usually the closest to your plant. So I'm going to click on this one called Common Sorrel and click Done. And then I want to check the pictures and see how close they are to see if my identification is accurate. Click on that. And it'll bring up some other pictures of the plant so you can see it as in its when it's just a little seedling, when it's just sprouted out of the soil, and then also when it's full grown and flowering like that last picture. And this picture right here was a giveaway to me that, you know what, that's probably it. And this first one too, that looks very much like the picture I took. So it's even a little bit easier if you're using your iPad or your smart device. You just click on the iNaturalist app, opens up, and this, I'm going to take you back to my observations page where I've got loads and loads of unidentified plant species. So here's one I took in my yard just yesterday. I really didn't know what this thing was. So I snapped a quick pic of it and I uploaded it to iNaturalist. And I'm just going to touch the dialog button in the middle, and it's going to give me options: suggest ID, select suggest ID, and then just touching that search bar. And I selected the second option because I have actually seen this thing flower before, and I know its flowers are purple, so I think it's probably creeping thistle based on the suggestions by iNaturalist. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and you have some fun out in your yards observing plants.